That means we're live.
Yep.
We still need to put these on there.
Yeah. I would.
There we go. All right. Here, calling to order the emergency meeting for the Redevelopment Commission. This is the notice of the public hearing. We have the minutes to approve and review as a part of our agenda items, and then the resolution to the 2026-1, and go from there moving forward. So we have everybody here except for one individual, right?
Dwight.
Dwight. Is he just running later, or is he not gonna make it?
No, he's home and garden show.
Oh, okay.
We got set up down there.
We already had a chance to take a look at these minutes from the email that was sent out. Okay, these are the ones from the February 2nd. So, can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second. And back. Minutes have been approved on January 6th meeting. And now we need to discuss the resolution for the 2026 in January. And John, I would assume you would enlighten us on these.
Okay, the resolution, now after our discussions before, we talked about two potential economic development areas. And I was able to, after reviewing this again, I was able to run one, which is best for everyone, I think for us, from South Federal Street on the east through the Janus property and up against the Butler property. So the Butler property, and I don't know what's there, Mayor, what's there, the Butler property on the highway.
What, did you say Federal?
Isn't it South Federal?
It's Center Street,
Commerce Street.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Commerce Street on the east to, the line between Butler and Janus property.
You mean Bond Aluminum,
There's a Janus
right?
property, so we're going clear through the Janus property
Yes.
in one tip.
Yeah, because you said you couldn't take it to the bridge because the mayor's has that one property, doesn't make it.
Yeah, plus the city of Butler property can't be in the tip, and they have to all be contiguous. So there has to be some touching. So I created as large an area as I could, and if the mayor's property develops, we'll just have to do another one at that point.
Can you repeat that one more time?
The one runs from Center Street on the east through the Janus property to the border with the Butler property.
Okay.
And that's one tip. And that's what we're doing this evening. And it's almost the entire area. We talked splitting the fish property out, but when I got into it, we're pretty thin on our justification for the tip. And I gotta have the fish, what I call the Fish LLC property, the bone aluminum property, in the tip in order to justify some of the tip findings. And Angela and the mayor met with them, and they come up with extending sidewalks out that area also is another justification for it. So that's the area, and we provided as one of the primary justification for the tip that isn't going to be done, we don't think, by private industry without the assistance of the city is the raising of the bone aluminum property, which I call Fish LLC, and environmental remediation of that property. I mean, if they go ahead and do it, okay, but, you know, that's the whole purpose of the $3 million grant is for the city to do it or the city to partner with them. And, I don't know if the mayor's filled in yet, but we gave them a deadline of tomorrow to come up with what plan they're going to use for development of that property, or we're gonna go forward with forcing the demolition. Now, they have pulled a demolition permit, but that doesn't mean they're gonna go forward, and we're gonna have to push them. My guess is we're gonna have to push them or nothing's going to be done.
So their deadline is tomorrow to present to you the plan. But you guys, how are you guys made aware of the demolition permit?
They have requested the demolition permit, it has not been sent across, I've been waiting on an email.
Okay, so
But,
they
yeah.
they didn't send you any details of this or dates or?
No, it was just, we'd like to pull a demo permit for this,
Yeah,
no
demo
plan.
permits are primarily to give notice to the city,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do it.
I just didn't know if they had any details.
No details.
And they haven't paid for the permit
No.
either, so.
Okay,
So two things on that, too, on the demo permit too, it's either, all right, the city gave us a deadline, we need to act on it, or we're gonna get a demo permit, we're gonna do this ourselves, and we're not gonna bring the city in on us, so we don't know what their end game is.
if they're gonna pay the cost, I guess it doesn't make any difference to the city. But, I mean, it would make more sense to me and to our consultant, and I think to the mayor too, that they partner with the city so they get at least some of the grant money to do some of the work. But
They would partner with the city, they would get that entire grant.
whether they get the entire.
2.3 this way, if they do it on their own, it's their own dime.
Right.
So, but if it gets down like we talked, if it tears the building down, that's 50%.
It's a win.
That's win,
Regardless.
yeah.
John, is that the map of the TIF?
Yeah, I didn't attach the
You mind if
map.
I just take a picture?
Um,
That way I can.
What's the upside of combining that into one big tip versus what we talked about?
Okay, I extended the red line.
Yeah, that way I can just do it.
And I have to give this to Angela, because she's gonna have it. Remind me.
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Right, I'm not creating for that.
Do you mind repeating that question again, Bob?
I was just curious what happened to, or why can't we keep them separate like we talked about?
Well, I have to have, to justify, in my opinion, to justify the, economic development area, I've gotta have an aluminum site in the TIF. And we talked before about stopping at the bone aluminum site, including the bone aluminum site with others to the west. But the only one that we could include would be the Janus property. And so it made more sense that if we demolish and remediate environmentally the fish property or the bone aluminum property, that whole area benefits. And that's our justification, or part of our justification for the TIF district. See, as we said, I don't know, but I had an issue at one point because I'm trying to figure out, you have to establish that this area would not develop without governmental intervention.
Bone.
Well, any of it.
Okay.
The justification is primarily the bone aluminum property, remediation, whatever, and the city may have some expenses in connection with developing a site if it eventually comes to the city. But, and also, extending the sidewalks to the area, those are the primary two things the city would be involved in. And in order to justify that, I've got to have the fish property, bone aluminum property.
Which, I mean, it makes sense. That is like the prime example of an economic revitalization area.
So the whole area benefits, but, and that's a justification of creating something beyond bone aluminum. And it's a 25-year, and this goes from the Redevelopment Commission, it goes to the Plan Commission for approval, and then to City Council, which I believe that's where the public hearing is held, City Council.
Is the planning commission isn't a public hearing? It's just a favorable, unfavorable, or is it?
Yeah, and of course, one of the findings is that it's consistent with the comprehensive plan.
Perfect, okay. Just want to make sure I didn't need to get a public hearing notice or anything.
I don't think you do, but I'll be in touch with you to coordinate that. But, I'm sorry this took me so long, but they changed the statute since I was, so I got little tweaks here and there that made me nervous,
So
so.
I'd rather us be thoughtful and have it done correctly.
And the plan commission can make recommendations, the council can actually modify it if they want to, so.
Okay.
After public hearing.
These are all the legal descriptions in the TIF.
Yes, and there are, some of them are owned by the same parties, but the one on the back, I do recall, I believe is, yes. No, it's not. The next slide, the property 13, I know is the fish, aluminum site, but it's the largest site. It goes all the way back to an old railroad right there.
Can we get the street address put at the bottom or anything? I mean, this is not, is this gonna be used as the part of the agreement or the?
If I could put street addresses and parcel numbers if you want. but
Yeah, I mean,
before
street
I take-
addresses, at least at that point, if it does go before a public hearing, people will know what address it is.
Okay.
We can also probably make a nice little map to hand out.
Well,
Bring it.
yeah,
Mhm. That would
That way people-
definitely
Just a
help.
visual, that's where I was, visual.
yeah, if you can produce the map, it'd be great, because
I'll
I
make
like
it.
the old map and just
Yep.
put new parameters.
I can do that.
Yeah, but could you also please add the street addresses
I
to
don't
the
care.
property?
If they
At
do,
least
have-
the one that we are gonna be referring to,
yeah, if they have a street address, that's
if
embarrassing.
there are some that may not have them.
And they be just, on State Road 6 or something. like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Sure. I forget, I'm legal description oriented, so.
Just looking at this like,
I thought we were before on the board, we should have the legal description and the address.
Yeah. And some of these deeds, and we pulled all the deeds for these, do have street addresses on the deed. Not all of them, but some of them.
So, just so I'm clear, does this include the Bull aluminum site?
Yeah, the aluminum, bone aluminum is,
Probably number
13.
13.
And
Looking at this, I figured that's where that was.
you'll see it as a 20.10 acres, which is by far the largest tract.
I said, we'll edit this, stuff, and we'll include the items that we just discussed for addresses as long as they're applicable and they can be found. And then Andrew, you'll provide the map or?
I'll get a map, print it off.
I'll make sure.
That way everyone has it, we can attach it to it. And it is, the line in the middle was that just for you?
Actually, that was, the line was already on there when I got the map,
Gotcha.
and I extended it,
Yeah.
extended out to include Janice and.
Okay. I just wondered what the line went down, I'm like.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's an easy map to make.
Site includes, the downloaded plastics to Jan.
To Janice, or through Janice.
You talked about environmental remediation. You want to explain that a little? I mean, I know it went through a phase 1 already, right?
Yeah, it's going through phase 1 and phase 2. They've remediated, several areas there. I know they went back probably 6 months ago, but they thought they had a couple hot spots they wanted to revisit, because they tested a little hot. I think one was part of the concrete inside was humped up. I think it's from the water getting in there freezing, and then there's probably like a fuel oil tank underneath there. So they think that's gonna be a problem they need to look at. And I said, man, this is like 6 months ago. And then there was a spot, they was gonna go back to the lagoon that they had on site. Even though that checked out fine the first time, they just want to go back again and double check that. Now, I don't think I received anything back on that, but I know they were getting close to doing like a soil remediation report. And then about that time, I was getting ready to do that is when Peyton kind of pulled the rug out from underneath us.
So that stuff all needs to be done again currently, or it's in process?
It won't need to be done.
Oh, it doesn't have to be done.
Brownsville, it sounds like they'll finish their report up, and if they have to get with the owner, depending on how he does it, they're gonna have to get them to finalize it, because something on the deed or the survey too, they was missing something on the back side of it that wasn't originally on the deed or something. They was working with them back and forth to try to get that corrected. And I know she'd set them up like 6 emails and they weren't responding back to that, and if they would, it would just be like a 1 sentence, and then they send them something that was incorrect.
And the buildings, you always potentially have asbestos pipeline. Great thing. That's what they do. Yeah. That are not exposed. It can become friable, and then they stops everything, and then you have to, and when they do the demolition, of course, item won't be there, at least for the start, I would guess.
Depends how it goes. I mean, they end up taking demo on their own hands, and they've got to reimburse Indiana Brownsfield for what they've spent on that, because that's an agreement with the city, not with Pate Holdings. So it's something Brownsfield will have to chime in and deal with them.
They have been generally uncooperative.
What did they have to say about the deadline for tomorrow?
Haven't heard.
Haven't heard anything?
The only conversation, they avoided Don and I and going straight to Andrew.
How long ago
He
was
must
that?
be a nice
Last Friday, I think.
Last Friday? Okay.
And several weeks ago, they said they were gonna contact local council. I don't believe that has occurred because we haven't heard from them.
They did reach out to Ken Jones from JPR Monday maybe, and they said, hey, Ken, send us the paperwork from Ready to where Pate Holdings received the grant. And Ken responded back to them, sorry, you didn't receive the grant. The city of Butler will be the grant awarded to them. I suggest you to go back to our previous emails from several months ago and come up with an agreement contract with the city to partner with them to move forward. And still nothing.
They will also, I'm not avoiding sending them the demo permit. This week has been extremely busy. They will be getting that tonight. So it's not like, not trying to hold them up, and I have no reason not to, so that will be
They
sent.
have not paid for it yet, though.
The deal was because of email, they would call in and pay before it's signed off on.
Okay, make
Yeah.
sure they call in and pay before you sign on.
Absolutely.
How much is it?
$25.
Yeah. Yeah, but things seem hard to chew
I wish we could charge them by the square foot or something.
Yeah.
Which honestly is something we probably need to look at on something like that.
Thinking of revising that demo permit, just something else.
Well, we
Not now, obviously.
we have very little oversight once they start. It's
Yeah.
just.
And there's a lot of things they have to for Indiana, right, Don?
Oh.
I mean, there's a ton.
Well, you were involved when they took down some of the buildings over here
Or our fitness.
on our
Oh, yeah.
fitness. I mean, IDEM was there, and IDEM was
Yeah.
indicating had to do this, had to do that.
Yep.
They camp out
Yeah,
So the existing owner is dragging his feet, filed for the permit.
One of his,
Okay,
employees.
so said permit goes through, signed, paid. What's the deadline on them completing that project?
I think our demo permits, I wanna say are a year, I believe.
And then,
But it's not,
let's just say he piddles around there for 9 months and then refiles for another one when the year expiration date comes around, what happens?
give him another one.
that's why we're ignoring the demolition.
Yeah.
That's just,
It's just
that
silence.
just means they've given some indication they may want to,
But what if they do those things?
they do those things and we're good. I mean,
But I mean, if they fiddle around, they run out of their permit date, they file for another one, run out of it again.
Well, as of Friday, if we don't hear from
Okay.
us, we're gonna follow suit and condemn the building.
And
start-
take-
And start our process, and they can
Take over.
condemn it and tear it down and give them deadlines.
Okay.
So,
I assume they'll be in touch with us and they say, well, okay, what do you want at this point? And we'll tell them, but
Not tomorrow, at the end of the day, if we don't hear from them, we'll proceed
Because,
on
you know,
condemning
there's
it.
people that do that, and I know.
Drag it out.
It's my deadline, I'll just go file for another one, for another project, I think you're
a
going
lot of people do.
Oh, well.
so with the process of the condemning, if they don't meet our deadline by the end of the business day tomorrow, what's our estimated timeline then for proceeding with the,
Well,
is that another 6, 9 months that we'd be looking at?
I think 6 to 9
there has been an inspection by Ken Jones, and, that it has to be demolished as such and he's got to update that and get it to us, but Monday, I assume the mayor will be with him or email him and say we need that done. As soon as we get that, we can go forward. And that'll be a very serious, unsafe building.
And what would you just say, Ken Jones, file for stated, I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry.
Well, we give them notice initially, and then if they don't respond, then we go forward, get an order from the court.
Now, if they decide to partner with us out of blue, can we give them the demolition contract, or do we have to bid that
They
out?
have to be bidded out.
Yeah,
Isn't that the reason? I mean, that's the reason for
Yeah.
us. We can't guarantee them,
They wanted the demolition
Yeah.
contract as a guarantee.
and it's
before-
government. We can't.
If you talk to another, developer on that was in the office last week, or no, he's to Northeast Indiana, which is part of the economic office. You got anything in your tool cabinet that we can allow them to demo that down, pay them? He goes, no, he said, but if you do that, he goes, be prepared for state board of accounts and everybody else out in Indianapolis to be all over you guys. Just can't do it.
Well, yeah, and I don't, out of fundamental fairness,
How would that look if we paid the guy $1.5 million to demo his own building down?
It would look bad.
But he can put in a bid.
sure.
Yeah, right, they even told us, underbid it. Underbid, so at least you get paid, you get the tax write-off, but
Right.
you get your, donate to the city and
He
this and
just
that.
has to go through the.
Everybody's like everybody else.
Yeah, it looks good. If he does that, right?
What's that?
Right, everybody saves face if he.
Yeah, I mean, he's just informed of that. I just don't
That's odd that
understand.
you won't put in a bid and work with us to move
We're
forward.
still trying to find, he's always, every time we talk to him, for the last year, he's trying to figure out a way to backdoor getting it.
But I mean, it's not his first rodeo. He knows that it's the law.
I have a notion, he's from, Alabama, I think. And I think other projects who may have different state laws or whatever, he goes
That's what I
to these
wondered.
sites around the country,
He said he's got 300 like these around the country, so
that he's been able to work something out.
probably a pain in the butt to 299 other communities is with us.
But everybody here would be in trouble. The city, the clerk treasurer, the mayor, the city council, would all be on the hook, so. I'm gonna retire soon.
Well, I retire.
I got my resignation in.
So are we moving forward with approving this resolution with the contingencies of the added changes that we should discuss before public review? Is that where we're at?
To go to the planning commission.
Okay. Pending the changes or edits.
Pending the changes, I think, yes.
Okay.
I would assume, right? Approve the resolution, pending changes to go to the planning commission next.
Yes.
Before we make a motion and vote on this, does anybody else have anything to add? In conjunction to any updates, changes, requested documents that we've included outside the map, any other clarity?
Oh, one other thing, I'm sorry.
Nope, we got it.
We need to set a deadline for the RFPs.
Yes, I have the RFPs down here
Oh, that's the
after they
second issue.
approve the resolution.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm sorry.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve resolution 2026-1 regarding the designation of an economic development area to establish a TIF location, an improvement of the plan as read with the edited changes that we recommended, which is adding the addresses to the properties as long as they are available and a site map to this document.
I make a motion to approve it, but I don't have it, I didn't write it down.
Oh, right, what
The
now?
document number you gave me.
Oh, the document number is the resolution 2026-1.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2026-01.
Second.
And so moved, the Economic Redevelopment Commission has approved the resolution 2026-1 with the contingency of making the added edits to the document.
If the planning commission approves this, when will it go to council?
So I made a mistake and I canceled the planning commission meeting tonight.
That's okay.
But we can also, we can have, if we want, if we are crunched on time, we can have an emergency meeting of the planning commission as well. I mean, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So,
And
and since it's not going to public hearing in the planning commission, it's not like we have to schedule that out. We could have everyone come in for half an hour to vote, you know? Just need 48
and
hours.
it's only fair to them, given that, when I thought about it, giving them time to review the articles. They may have some questions too.
Oh, there.
Did you, do I have this in email?
There.
Do I have this in email?
What do we come from Angela?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you send me this in email?
No, I have not
If
sent.
you wanna
this.
make the changes,
We got copies, right, that's what Don said this morning.
Yes,
if you wanna
Yes.
make the changes, and I'll send you this, Angela, to put in there, and then I can send it to the planning commission pretty much
Yes.
immediately, so they can start reviewing it.
is the physical description actually in the resolution?
No, it only.
That's what I'm thinking, so you can go ahead and approve the resolution as is, because this is only.
The map is exhibit A.
Okay. So we need to just approve the commission, approve the resolution document as is, and we don't have to worry about this.
Right, because it's separate.
Okay. I need a motion to approve the resolution document 2026-1 as is.
I second.
Thank you. So now we need to discuss the dates.
Yes, so we need to do a request for proposals for the tax study as to who everybody is, how they will be affected. But we need to give the potential accountants time to respond to us. So there is no way we can have proposals back for our next meeting because it's just a few days away.
Right.
I think, Don, could we have it back by their April meeting, or do we have to give them a full 30 days to respond?
See, I would it'd be April.
Yeah, that'd be 30 days.
Okay, but I don't know when I can get it published.
Oh, yeah, I think, you the statute doesn't say.
It doesn't say you have to give them a full 30 days?
No,
Okay,
so, you can do the RFP and then,
okay.
I don't
So
think-
how long would it take you to review the RFP once we get them?
Oh. They're just gonna say the effects on the tax wouldn't take long, a
Okay,
couple days.
so if we give them a deadline of like April 1st to get them to us, the commission meets on April 7th. Does that work?
We can ask for back on the April 1st.
I'd even go to April 4. I mean, I don't think that,
April 3rd or Friday is enough time?
Yeah.
Okay,
So that is a deadline date
that would be the deadline date.
for RFPs regarding the accounting consultants.
No, April 3rd. April 4th is a Saturday.
Oh,
April 3rd.
Yeah, so April 3rd at 3 p.m.
I liked April 1st better.
I know.
Just kidding.
so April 3rd at 3 p.m. deadline date,
And then,
but that's for RFP.
yeah, and because they're only proposals, we don't have to open them in a public meeting. And we can just give them to Don and he can review them and have a report back.
It's
Who are your usual suspects here? Baker Tilly,
And then Crow Horvath,
who does the schools?
Chrome and Associates.
Yeah.
Okay.
those are the only three that I know
Yeah, I
of
would send
offhand.
those 3 published to notice.
Yeah, I just wondered, I didn't know.
I just come across another one a couple of weeks ago that our smaller communities are using them, getting away from Baker Tilly, getting a little bit more responsive.
Mhm, faster.
Who was it? I'll send it.
I'll have to go check my notes I have over there, I got it wrote down.
So once, I'll keep track of who I actually send them to, so that we kind of have an idea of
Yeah.
if they're responding or not.
Now, do we need a vote to give you approval to publish the RFPs?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
good.
would, yeah, and actually you need to sign it,
Okay.
so,
And we need to sign these too.
Correct.
yeah, everybody needs to sign the resolution.
And just so I understand it clearly, this is the RFP
Mhm.
for the accounting firm.
Yes, and it is called the tax impact statement.
Did you do those? Yeah, I think you gotta sign those.
And that's what they'll create, right?
Yes, yes, so we're asking them to give us an estimate.
Are all the, you got all the legals? Yeah, you got them all.
Yeah, I have them all, yeah.
Is there anything else that you need with that? Well, certainly,
Yes or no, yeah.
All right, can I get a motion to approve Angela to send out the RFP, the accounting, for accounting firms regarding the tax impact statement creation?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Motion is passed.
One step forward.
When's the next, April, when's the next meeting, April?
April 7th.
April 7th. Ready, send
Oh,
those.
Yes, please.
Something. So we'll
Yeah,
skip,
not the RDC.
we'll skip next week's. Or are we meeting next week?
That's up to you guys. I don't know that you need to come in for
I don't know.
Well, you were talking about the facade grant.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
we can still come in next week. I mean,
It's up to
might be a
you.
shorter meeting, but at least to keep on track for progress on those other items.
it. What all was talked about last round on that? I wasn't here for a second.
You were paying for everything?
I did. Was there anything
Oh,
else?
there's all kinds of spending that's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah. They're gonna keep you busy, you won't get any sleep.
It's on your bill.
Oh, perfect. I didn't use my budget anyways, we're good.
So are we having a meeting next week or not?
Yes,
Yes.
okay, yes.
We'll expect to see your shining face.
That
So-
date is,
March 3rd.
Yeah, March 3rd at 6 PM. It's on the front of the agenda. I have it underlined.
Last week, we discussed the TIF district, that we were trying to set most weekdays meeting,
Yep.
decide brand future growth, for the commercial area, the businesses that were looking to come in, and the website. And that was, yeah, that was pretty much it.
I
And
guess it was more, do you need anything specifically from me?
Oh, okay, got it.
That's, do you need me to do anything specific for that?
For tomorrow, we were looking at a, application that another city had,
For the facade.
for the
I
facade.
got all that up.
Okay.
Can you send that to me?
Okay. I think that was our biggest thing that we were really.
and then an inspection.
Well, yeah, and he brought up
Inspection.
having inspections from the building's owner
Yeah.
in order to be approved for the grant. Needs to
Like one of us or building.
No,
it needs to be a legal,
Building inspector come in.
legal
to-
building inspection,
Okay.
so that the road's not falling in, but the front looks really pretty.
Yep.
So the back wall doesn't fall off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The day before you open. the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hartford City.
So with that, I guess we're talking about that, meaning that building inspection be, obviously on the owner, but do they get reimbursed once they get approved for the facade grant?
Right.
Those are some
I
of the
would-
bullet points we had to talk
You'll
about.
have to talk about
If you get
it.
approved, if they don't, it'll be on the other
Yeah.
permit, I would think.
Yeah, we're not fronting it. Go back into it, but.
Yeah.
I wouldn't front it.
Yep, just those two. And here's the RFP, so you can sign there. Okay, so I will create an agenda for next meeting and just have on the facade grant.
And I'll take what he has from the other community and put it in a form
Yep.
for us and have that ready for you.
Do you want us to try to email it to you Monday? Think we could get it out to them Monday, so that you at
If
least
you get
have
it
overnight?
To me tomorrow. I'll put it together
It's
quick.
up to you guys.
Yeah, it'll be up tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, send it to me right now.
I don't think it's gonna be.
I'll send it out tomorrow.
Okay,
It's just copying another community.
yeah, and that's what
I think we
yeah.
get
And it's
this,
certainly not gonna hold salt in cords.
I think if we get this though,
Outlined and established for then a document for us to do final approval at the following meeting, that'll give us a good head start for spring coming in.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'd be nice, once construction starts up this summer, for them to be able to do something.
That way we're being proactive.
Oh,
Yeah, another-
secretary, who's secretary? Chris, you need to sign as the secretary on these also.
Yeah, there's,
Yeah, that's why you're secretary.
that's really no signature.
Well, I believe that covers all of our line items for tonight's meeting. Is there any other business or discussion?
no,
No. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yes, 6:09.
Thank you, everyone.